Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Tactical Tuesdays with Final Fantasy X. We're continuing,
they got fiends in Xanarkand too.
pretty much right where we left off.
It's a big deal when one shows up, though. Hey, since when have you believed me about Xanarkand anyway?
I've been thinking, maybe people sin gets to don't die. Maybe sin carries them through time, like 1,000 years through time. And then one day, maybe they just pop back, see?
Amazing.
Waka's,
Simply amazing.
Waka's in denial
You make
right
up
now.
one theory after
You'll find out a little bit
refusing to face the simple truth.
right about
Sin
here.
didn't take Chappu anywhere. Sin crushed him and left him on the Jose shore. Your brother won't just pop back. Oh, and one more thing.
Wow, Lulu,
No matter how much
such
you
an
want it,
asshole.
no one can take Chappu's place. No one can replace Sir Jekt, for that matter. And there's no replacement for Lord Braska, either. It's pointless to think about it. And sad.
Well, that's one way to start the
I could never be what Chappu
the
was.
playthrough is by being extremely
happens.
depressing and
Best not to worry.
disappointing and upset.
Waka, Lulu, and Waka's brother, Chappu. Something had happened between them a long time ago. I was sure of it. Well, whatever it was none of my business, that's for sure. Best not to go there.
As mentioned in the last part, we will be heading into the temple today and picking up a new aeon. I will be cutting all but the official grabbing of the what's the term I want to use, the mystery gift, the hidden item, the secret item in the Cloister of Trials. Everything but that will be cut out. Just because it's puzzle-based, and it's not particularly interesting to watch once you see
You here to pray for
what's going
victory
on.
too?
Us? Pray?
Which I showed in the
Who needs to pray?
first,
The
no, third part,
goers
second
always
part.
win.
Oh yeah? Then why are you here?
We've been praying for some competition this year.
So what's your goal this time? You gonna do your best again? Ha! It's too bad your best isn't good enough. Why even bother showing up?
This time, we play to win.
Disappoints me that if you crush them
Play
in the
away.
finals,
Just remember, even
all
kids
that you
can
get
play, boys.
different.
See you in the finals.
The only thing you get different is the fact that the announcer's like, oh, who would have thought that the Besaid Aurochs would win?
Putting people down. They're as bad as my old man.
You should be able to go up to
Sir
them
Jekt
and
was a
like,
kind and
totally throw it in
gentleman.
their face over and over.
Well, not my Jekt. Even 10 years after he left. Just thinking about my old man got me angry. But maybe that was just my way of keeping him... Nah.
So, Cloister of Trials. I'll be right back. Actually, that's a lie. I definitely forgot that there is a cutscene right here, so... Not even gonna bother saving, we just march on up here. Talk to Waka here.
Lord O'Holland, guide our feet.
We'll score some brownie points with him.
A summoner, are you?
My name is Yuna, from the Isle of Besaid.
Donna? So, you're High Summoner Braska's daughter. That's quite a name to live up to. My. And all these people are your guardians?
I like that word.
My, what a rabble.
Rabble.
As I recall, Lord Braska had only 2 guardians. Quality over quantity, my dear. Whatever were you thinking?
Actually, if this run is to be
Right,
believed,
Bartello?
we won't need our guardians at all.
I only have as many guardians
In
as there are
fact,
people I can trust.
Yuna will be protecting
I
herself
trust them
for
all
almost
with my
the
life.
entirety of it.
To have so many guardians is a joy and an honor. Even more so than being my father's daughter. Of course, I would never think of questioning your ways either. So, Lady Donna, I ask of you, please leave us in peace.
You do what you want, Bartello. We're leaving.
That last line is really forced. Bartello, we're leaving.
A guardian is someone a summoner can rely on. Someone she can trust with her life. I wondered, did Yuna feel that way about me?
She
What's
might
she
trust you with her
smiling about?
life, but you could not protect her life if your life depended on it. Anyway, Cloister of Trials time. First we have to wander in here, and then be forbidden to
Let's do
go down, because technically we're not a guardian, although Yuna tried to make us a guardian,
But
and
first,
they
the
all
Cloister of
objected,
Trials.
so...
Kamari, Waka, ready?
Strength, everyone.
Still find it hilarious that
No, nah.
there's 4 of them here.
Hey, what gives?
You're not a guardian yet.
We'll be back as soon as we can, okay?
Oh, sure, soon, like tomorrow.
There's 4 of them,
I
and
bet.
it's like, oh yeah, we can handle the Cloister of Trials, no problem. Let's go. And then we pretty much solo it after the fact, so. At this point, I am going to cut out, because the rest of this is Cloister of Trials and waiting. Bartello is going to come and toss us on, which they're doing
Where's
right
Yuna?
now. And that'll be that. As promised, blowing this door or wall away, grabbing the secret treasure, and away we go. Cloister of Trials complete. Now, on to bigger and better things, like loading screens and more cutscenes.
Whoa, whoa, whoa!
It was Donna and that big musclehead man.
Yuna will be the one to suffer the consequences.
What consequences?
She could be excommunicated.
Well, then we should leave. Oh, shame. Well, let's talk to him then.
So what's in there anyway?
The faith, remember?
Oh yeah, that thing, right.
The Faith are people who gave their lives to battle sin. Yevon
Backstory
took their
dump.
souls, willingly given from their still living bodies.
Huh?
Now they live forever, trapped in statues. But when a summoner beckons, the souls of the Faith emerge once again. That's what we call an aeon.
All that in this room? So what's Yuna doing in there?
She prays with all her heart for a way to defeat sin.
Okay, that's interesting. Well, I'm bored. Okay, there we go. Finally! Finished her little session in there.
There was something I didn't tell anyone else that day. That song we heard there, in the temple, I knew it from my childhood. It was proof that Spira and Xanarkin were connected. Somehow. At least to me it was. Maybe that's why, suddenly, I felt like I just wanted to go home. I tried to say something, to tell them, but the words wouldn't come.
Our reward for putting up with all of this cutscene and bullshittery? Ifrit, a brand new aeon. Yay! He is fire-based, as you might have gathered from the entire theme of that temple, which is nice. He has his place in doing a considerable amount of damage to any of the ice-based monsters. It really comes into his own a little later on, way later on at Mount Gagazet. That's where he's going to be our most useful aeon. Although, by that point, we'll also have Bahamut, so... And Titus is feeling a little bit jealous.
I thought I had put my feelings for Xanarkin behind me. But they were there, and they grew inside me bigger and bigger, till I was just about ready to burst.
Are you okay?
I don't know.
What do you want to do?
To scream real loud?
That was not particularly loud, but whatever. Who am I to judge? We've now been tasked with the objective of getting back to the boat. I will do so. Oh, well, that's a good start. Petrified Titus and mostly dead Yuna. Oh no, it looks like we'll have to summon our new guy. Come on out, Ifrit. Interesting little awkward note on this game. If your characters are temporarily KO'd, fainted, whatever you want to call it, and Yuna summons an Aeon, they will get up, run out of the way, and when the Aeon is dismissed, they will run back in and then faint again. I guess it just straight up clips anybody who is petrified, just gets rid of them outright. And Magic Man there seems to be the one who's going to be a problem, so we should chip away at him. That's why I said that Ifrit comes into his own later. Right now we're dealing with thunder elements, which fire does not do particularly great on. He is not overly strong, so his physical attacks, they take quite a while to chip away. And this is going to be an interesting fight. Okay, he's dead, and Bumblebee can't kill us. So, let's show off his unique attack here. Overkill. And move on. Here we are, back at the boat. Let's get out of here.
Off to Luca at last. The matches start soon as we get there, so rest up on the way, yeah?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. We'll rest up on the way, yeah? Yeah. And there's exactly one kid there to say goodbye to us. Everybody else is either dead, busy, or does not care. Fair point, they just had their entire village destroyed. If there was a bunch of people taking off that you didn't really care about in the first place, well, you know, whatever. On board this boat is basically 3 things of importance. A plot dump, a special attack, or, well, yeah, I'll call it a special attack, and a lovely, another Albed primer. This is our not-so-subtle clue about where to get the plot dump. And boredom overcoming us, we get up and decide, let's get it out of here. Now, first thing we want to find, the important item. It's an Albed primer. Surprise. There's Owaka again, of course. Owaka the Great, Merchant Extraordinaire. Owaka 23rd. First, we'll hop into the captain's quarters. And here it is. We'll steal his book. A becomes E. Okay, easy enough. 33% of this boat ride is now done.
What y'all talking about?
Who are you supposed to be?
Ah, I remember him. Guy from Kilika.
Huh?
You know, one of the Besaid Aurochs. Said something about winning the cup.
Oh, right.
You know
You're
that
an
was like
idiot.
just a few hours ago,
Don't call
right?
him that.
But he is an idiot. They don't got what it takes to win the cup.
Well, they do now that I'm here.
Yes, they will win.
Yeah, this whole scene just makes
He
me
used to be
really,
the star player of the Xanarkand A's.
really wish that you could throw it in their face so much. Just be like, oh, really?
Yeah.
So
As
remember
if
when I was
anyone
saying that
lived
I
in
was
those
going to win?
ruins.
And
not
now
ruins.
we've won,
There's a big
and you guys
city.
lost to
There
a team that
is.
has never won before? Yeah, remember that? Remember that? Well, screw you.
Got too close to Sin and...
There is a city, really.
Right. Whatever your ladyship says.
Yuna, you're gonna find out that there isn't actually a city there. I'm really sorry to tell you that.
What's wrong? You seemed kind of mad back there.
They were being rude, and I do believe your Xanarkand exists. I really do, you know?
How come?
Sir Jecht used to always tell me stories. It'd be great to see your home someday. I'd love to go there.
Yeah. So, Yuna, want to come over to my place? Right. Sure. As if I had a place to show her.
Well, you do. You have like a pretty baller apartment. It's a little bit of niftiness. So, we're not quite done with the cutscenes. I'd say we're about... too early to learn the new attack. We're about 50% of the way there. Let's retalk.
I do believe...
Oh, no. Come on, go up the stairs. There we go.
Say something. You'll take responsibility.
Relax. He's bound to know someone in Luca.
And if not,
He could always join a blitz team. Anyhow, it's better than just leaving him in Besaid.
what? Just leaving him in Luca?
What do you want me to do?
Yuna wants to make him a guardian.
Oh, yeah, jeez. There's that too, eh?
And whose fault is that?
Not mine. It is mine, huh?
That's not you. No. Yuna
Why do you think
making
she wants
us
to
a
make him a
guardian
guardian
was
anyway?
because
Because
she
he's
wants.
Sir
Well,
Jack's son.
All right. Wait, you sure about that?
they're explaining
really
their
Sir
own
Jack's
questions
son.
and points away.
It's hard to say, but Yuna seems to believe so.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. That's all you have to say?
Well, yeah, I mean, he's got to decide for himself, yeah? Well, him and Yuna, I guess.
You're right, for once. I wonder which is best.
And third
Why
time's
don't
the
you tell
charm.
him he should?
Should what?
Become Yuna's guardian.
Why me?
Because Yuna can't.
Why not?
He hates his father. What
She
he
can,
was.
and she did
What he
try,
Do
but,
you really
you know,
think
you guys
she
shut
can
it down.
possibly say to him, I want you to be my guardian, like your father was to mine?
And you're being oversensitive. All right, all right. I'll try talking to him after the tournament.
Be discreet.
I know. It's his decision.
Remember that little bit about be discreet.
He doesn't like his father.
Hint, it's not
Apparently,
discreet.
He told Yuna as much.
Hating your own father, huh? Sounds like a luxury to me. I don't even remember my parents. Can't say how I feel about them.
I was 5 then, so I remember mine a little.
Damn it.
Hmm?
Sin just takes everything away from us.
And there we go. Cutscenes are now over. 66% of the way done this boat ride. Speaking of hating parents, it's time to pay homage to Jecht. How are we going to do that? By copying his signature move. But first we're going to get shown a cutscene as to what that signature move is. It's hard to believe that a kid this terribly unathletic actually became really, really good at blitzball. And really, really good at wielding a sword. Hell, I'm surprised he can walk.
Well, well. Trying to follow in my footsteps, are you? I usually charge for lessons, you know. That shot is done like this. You can't do it, kid.
To hell with Newtonian
But
physics.
don't worry, my boy. You're not the only one. No one else can do it. I'm the best.
We're about to show you wrong, Jack. So, this little mini game. Push the directions that the things show up in. If you clear, I think it's like 75% of them, you get the eject shot.
You're out of your league. You can't do it. You're out of your league. You're out of your league.
And it's...
You can't do it. You're out of your league.
Oh, shoot. I missed 3 at the end there. I think we might... Oh, okay, we got it. That's okay then. And we have just successfully replicated the eject shot. I guess it's called the eject shot Mark II.
The best. Yeah, right.
Whoa! What's that called?
The Besaid Aurochs should all become guardians, because they evidently have, like, super thief
Show
ninja
us one more time, yeah?
sneak abilities, so... The magnificently sublime eject shot Mark II. Now you've got incentive not to screw it up, Titus. So don't screw it up. Don't screw it up. And time for what I
That was
believe is the
jet
final
shot,
cutscene.
wasn't it?
Uh, know that?
Sir Jack showed it to me when I was a child. He called it the Sublimely
Mark III.
Magnificent
My
Jet
apologies.
Shot Mark III.
Stupid name, huh? You know what? There is no Mark I or Mark II, you know? My old man said the name Mark III was just something to hook the crowd. He said they'd come back every night expecting to see Mark I and Mark II. And they really did come back.
Something that
I
gets
used
a
to
little bit confusing.
get so mad.
If this is Mark III and there's no Mark II or Mark I, there is a Mark IV that you can get. Which effectively
Is he alive, you
makes
think?
this Mark I and that
I
Mark
don't
II.
know. But Sir Jack was
Freaking
my
Datu in the
father's
back there
guardian.
doing
So he's famous
spins.
here, too?
Yes. So, if anything happened to him, I should think word would get around fast.
Uh-huh.
Datu going to town.
What would you do if you found him?
Who knows? I thought he died 10 years ago. Well... I'd probably just smack him one. After everything he put Mom and me through. And because he was famous, I was always... Well, you should know, Yuna.
Hmm?
Your father's famous too. Everyone in Spira knows him, right?
Hmm.
Ain't it tough?
It is hard to follow in his footsteps as a summoner,
Sure.
but the honor of having a father like him surpasses all that, I think.
Well, there wasn't much to honor about my old man, that's for sure.
You shouldn't say that about your father.
I got the right.
I guess you do.
Ow!
Yuna
want me to
folds like
move
a
again?
house of
Yo!
cards on that. Shouldn't say that about your father. Yes, I should.
I didn't
okay,
think my
yes,
old man
you
would
should.
come to Luca. He never did like watching other people play. But I couldn't help feeling something bad was gonna happen. And these feelings of mine are usually right. Sure,
Those
I told
feelings
Waka
of yours
I'd
are
help him win the
usually
tournament,
right, just
but
mostly because you're the
I wasn't sure I
main
had it in me
character.
to play at all anymore.
You don't have to. I have played this enough that I have a semi-foolproof way of winning the Blitz tournament. Save current game? Yes, indeed. A bit of a short update today, but I'm actually going to be calling this apart for two reasons. First, this is going to be rendered and uploaded fairly shortly if it's actually going to be on time, which I hope it is. And second, moving forward, I am going to be doing a heck of a lot of grinding and plot progression and really cramming bigger chunks into the parts. So kind of consider this a little bit of a prelude to bigger and better episodes. For now, later guys.